What's going on, you guys? Yeah, this is the 1122 Wingnut Radio. Now, I've been trying to tell you guys a bunch of stuff. Now, I've been saying this for a while now because I've been paying attention to AI systems, robotics, cybernetics, and transhumanism, and all that good stuff. Now, this is not a news story. See, I live out here toward Panama City, Florida, up here in the northwest corner of Florida, up in the Panhandle. All right, we got a couple of military bases out here. One of them's Tyndall Air Force Base, and we got another one out there. What is it? Eglin Air Force Base. Now, now this is kind of a, like I said, this is not a news story. I don't know if y'all are aware of it, but this is not a news story. This is probably about a month old when they brought it out public and all that stuff. But Tyndall Air Force Base has adopted, those robot dogs that Boston Dynamics put out, called, they call it Spot. They're using these things as part of their security detail, kind of roam around, keep an eye on things. This is not, even I'll show you a part of the story. I'll probably show part of the story, but they're not going to replace like actual, living dogs. But I have said this before. Most people, and this is the unfortunate thing, most people are not going to know how bad it really is. They're not going to understand it. They're not going to understand how bad it really is in this world until they start seeing robots going down the street killing people, and the drones are over our head. Now, I have said this before, and I have said this for years now. All right, because I've been paying attention to this stuff. I don't know. Have you guys been paying attention to these AI systems, these robotic systems? There was that one they call Sophia, made by Hanson Robotics out of Hong Kong, China. This damn thing has got a citizenship in a country. It's got a citizenship in Saudi Arabia. A damn robot has a citizenship. Anyway, I'm gonna show you part of this story. All right, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. This is only the beginning of the end. Sound familiar? It's the beginning of the end. Hold on a second. Well, I can't turn my screen around, but anyway, I'll do it this way. Let's see here.
Security at Tyndall Air Force Base, Florida. New autonomous ground vehicles, demonstrated this week at Tyndall Air Force Base, Florida, are computerized, four-legged robot dogs usable for security patrols. The Philadelphia-based technology company Ghost Robotics worked with the base's 325th Security Squadron for a year to develop the system of autonomous machines, which were revealed on November 10th in an on-base event. The robots, which walk on four legs and resemble dogs' bodies, will be assigned patrol paths, enhancing patrols on the base. The robots are not intended to replace military working dogs. These robot dogs will be used as a force multiplier for enhanced situational awareness by patrolling areas that aren't desirable for human beings and vehicles. These dogs will be an extra set of eyes and ears while computing large amounts of data at strategic locations throughout Tyndall Air Force Base. Prototype robot dogs were seen in September at an Advanced Battle Management System exercise at Nellis Air Force Base, NAV. The 321st Contingency Response Squadron security team used the robots to secure an airfield after the arrival of airmen for the exercise.
All right. Now, Okay. Now they're already using this around the world, this type of technology. All right. Like in China, for instance, they're using this to walk around and tell people to social distance and all that good stuff. Hell, they even got them in New York right now. Got them out there in New York telling everybody, you gotta stay 6 foot apart. They got drones flying around with loudspeakers doing the same damn thing. All right now. Don't know if y'all are really paying attention. Now, a lot of people out there, they hear me. I got people I know that I talk to on the radio, locals around here. They get really tired of me talking about what I talk about because they're like, oh, I hear you talk about this stuff all the time. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. Well, that's the problem. You hear me, but you're not fucking listening. There's a difference between hearing me and listening to me. And it drives me insane when I have been talking about this stuff for over 10 years. It's going on 20 fucking years I've been talking about this kind of stuff. Been trying to help keep you guys aware, educate y'all on this stuff, and warn you of what's coming. And it drives me insane that what I'm talking about is not credible, and then next thing you know, you hear it on talk radio, or you hear it on damn mainstream news, and then you're like, oh shit, hey Wingnut, remember that stuff you were talking about? Man, I just saw it on the news. I heard it on the talk radio news channel. You were right. Well, no shit, you dumbass. Just because it comes out of my mouth, it's not credible. I've been banging my head against that damn wall for a long time. And y'all are not listening to me. You might hear me. You might hear what I have to say, but you're not fucking listening. What's it going to take, y'all? What is it going to take? Is it going to take for y'all to lose everything? Is it going to take them to come in and force you to take this VAXX? You know, the shot in the arm is the Model T technology right now. They got this stuff called hydrogel. It's basically what it is it looks like a Band-Aid. All right? And it's got these micro needles on this thing, and they can just stick it on you. All right? And those micro needles will inject the so-called vax. All right? Now, this thing has got genetically modified organisms in it. All right? Nanotechnology. I mean, hell, the nanotechnology is probably already going into a lot of people right now when they take the test. See, you people aren't even paying attention. You're willing to take this damn test, and even the inventor of the PCR test said this thing can't detect viral infections. That's not what it's made for. But yet they're using the PCR test to determine if you've got the COVID. They've even admitted that you could die of clear alternate causes. That means you can get in a car wreck, have your head come clean off, and that's the cause of death. But if they test you and you have come up in their test as positive, they will classify your death as a cornholio disease. That's why those big old numbers in the Johns Hopkins fear porn death numbers keep on rising up. Because nobody's dying of anything else now. Nobody's dying of anything else. All those numbers are just because people are dying. And if they do a test on your body and they determine that you're positive, well, it don't matter what you died of, technically. They're going to classify you as a cornholio disease. Oh, hell, fire, and damnation, people. It's getting bad, boy. What kind of legacy are you gonna leave for your children if we allow this to happen? If we allow them to do what they're doing to us. Allow them to take our businesses away. Allow them to forcefully do this to us. What kind of a legacy are you leaving for your children? Do you really think they're going to be fine? Do you really think, oh hell, they'll be fine? You really think so? You know, a lot of people think I'm crazy. A lot of people think I'm, woo! Wow! Wingnut's crazy. That's why they call him Wingnut. Now, the reason why I call myself Wingnut is because the stuff I talk about, people think I'm crazy. But the only reason why they think I'm crazy is because they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I pay attention. I'm a very good observer of human nature and humans. I'm a very good observer. I've been that way all my life. You know, and I've said this before, for about 10 years, I went traveling around the country. I lived out of my backpack, or I was living in my vehicle, or, my van or something like that. And, one of my hobbies was watching people. Just sitting back and watching. How people interact with each other and how life just goes on right there in front of you. I don't think anybody's paying attention. Or at least a lot of people are not paying attention. There's a lot of people out there that are. But a lot of people ain't. And that's why people think I'm crazy when I say, you're not going to really realize how bad it is until you start seeing the robots going down the street, killing people, and the drones are over your head. And you think I'm fucking kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm fucking dead serious. The technology that they got right now are decades beyond what you think they are. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already come up with time travel. I wouldn't be surprised at all. On the stuff that I've researched, hell, they've probably already got that. when they were doing the Philadelphia experiment, do you really think that technology was actually scrapped and just put on the side shelf somewhere and never touched again? Think again, buddy. Think again. This is the 1122 Wingnut Radio. I'm back out.